He thought he owned me. He thought I was trapped, stuck under his roof, bound by his rules, powerless to resist. But what he didn't know was that I was planning the ultimate escape. And when the day came, I blindsided him so hard, he lost everything. This is a dramatized adaptation of a Reddit post, shared for entertainment only. If you've ever had a friend turn toxic or a landlord try to control your every move, you'll know how suffocating it feels. Today's story is about betrayal, power plays, and the sweetest revenge you could imagine. If you love seeing karma served ice cold, hit that like button, because this is one of the most jaw-dropping roommate revenge stories you'll ever hear. Our story begins in 2001. An 18-year-old student, wide-eyed and excited, stepping into his very first taste of freedom, university life. Among the chaos of student halls, he finds friendship with a guy named Donald. They laugh, party, survive cheap takeout, and bond like brothers. When the first year ends, the friendship evolves into a house share with more friends. Life feels good, normal. But then, as leases expire and lives shift, Donald makes a bold move. He buys his own flat, a huge step for someone barely out of adolescence. He invites our storyteller to move in and rent the spare room. At first, it feels like the dream. Friends living together, independence, and no more student landlords. But slowly, very slowly, things begin to sour. It starts subtly. Donald grows colder, more controlling. Friends who once came over stop visiting because Donald makes them feel unwelcome. His idea of humor? Public insults brushed off as just jokes. Nights out? He doesn't come anymore. Instead, his aunt starts showing up uninvited every other day. The flat no longer feels like a home. It feels like a cage. Then the money issues. Donald announces he's getting satellite TV and insists on splitting the cost. Our protagonist, juggling uni and part-time work, says he can't afford it. Donald's smug reply? Then you don't get a say on what I watch on my TV. And that line becomes the anthem of Donald's tyranny. My house, my rules. Maybe you should move out if you don't like it. The chores become another battlefield. Dishes, bins, cleaning. Donald twists reality, gaslighting his roommate into believing he's always slacking. When confronted, Donald snaps. I work all day. You're just at university. You don't get how hard I have it. The atmosphere turns toxic. Every day, another jab, another insult, another threat to throw him out. But our protagonist is quietly planning, waiting. Isolation becomes the new normal. Meals eaten alone, friends avoided, nights spent locked in his room. He starts to wonder, is this what friendship is? Is this the price of cheap rent? The final straw comes one night after a particularly heated argument. Donald, red-faced, sneers. My house, my rules. If you don't like it, then leave. And in that moment, the decision is made. He won't just leave. He'll do it in a way Donald never expects. If it's your rules you care about, then I'll follow them. I'll move out, but not on your terms. He starts scouting for new places. Through a friend of a friend, he finds a roommate who's not just looking for a tenant, but a companion. The relief is overwhelming. He says nothing to Donald. No warnings, no arguments, just a secret plan. His parents, aware of the stress, offer their help. They agree to drive up one weekend and move him out. Stealth becomes the strategy. No confrontations, no advance notice. Just a clean, surgical strike. 2 weeks later, the day arrives. Early Saturday morning, his parents arrive. Boxes are packed. The first carload disappears in minutes. Donald, bleary-eyed, wanders out. But instead of anger, he's oddly cheerful. He shakes hands with the parents, plays the part of the good friend. Then comes the reveal. Donald jokes with the mom. "Didn't know you were visiting today." And the protagonist delivers the kill shot. "They're not visiting. They're here to move me out. I found a new flat. I didn't want to live by your rules anymore." Donald's face collapses. The smugness drains. He looks around, waiting for someone to laugh, for it to be a prank. But it isn't. He skulks off to his room, hiding, while trip after trip empties the place. The keys left coldly on the coffee table. No goodbyes, no closure, just silence. Within hours, our protagonist is free, settled in a new flat, surrounded by warmth and friendship. That evening, Donald sends a desperate text. "I'm really sorry for how I behaved. I hope we can still be friends." The reply? One single devastating message. "Ha ha, ha ha." And then silence forever. But karma wasn't done. Word spreads. Donald's reputation tanks. No one will move in with him. Everyone knows his toxic behavior. Without a tenant, he can't cover the mortgage. Within months, he loses everything. Forced to sell the flat, quit his job, and crawl back to his mother's house. Destroyed not by his roommate's revenge, but by his own arrogance. Life flourishes for our storyteller. His new roommate becomes a lifelong best friend. 20 years later, they still share laughs and memories. Donald, a ghost of the past, a cautionary tale. Sometimes the sweetest revenge isn't loud. It's not screaming, not breaking, not fighting. It's silence. It's letting someone collapse under the weight of their own lies. It's leaving them with nothing but the echo of their own words. My house, my rules. What's the longest you've ever waited for karma to strike? Drop your story in the comments. I love reading them. And don't forget to subscribe. Join over 200,000 people who believe in the power of poetic justice. Because sometimes, karma just needs a little push. This video is a dramatized adaptation of a Reddit post, shared for entertainment only. Names, places, and details have been changed for privacy. Any resemblance to real people is coincidental. This story is for entertainment purposes only and does not encourage harassment or real-life revenge.